Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to do a random collective reading. Take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm always afraid I'm going to set my carpet on fire with the sage. Uh, don't force this reading to fit for you, and don't force me to fit for you. You're free to hate watch, but I don't really know why you would, because that seems like a waste of time. But I know that happens. Uh, if you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. My website is teresazube.com. Today I'm using sage. I usually do Palo Santo. That feels more like blessing to me. Sage, we're like clearing out some negative energies, even though I feel really good today. All right. I like to come into these with a message, and I do have one for today. I have like a few actually, but one is funny. We'll start with the funny one because that's how I roll. For some reason, the memory popped up of me when I was a young girl and I was a cheerleader. I think I was in seventh grade. It was basketball cheerleading. And because I was a shorty, I was in the front of like a V formation. And we were doing a dance routine too. I'm pretty sure it was It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. Did they really let us do a dance routine to that song? It was either that or the Michael Jackson song, He's Not My Son. Anyways, whatever. So it's halftime and we're going to do the halftime routine. I'm in the front of a V formation and I run out onto the court and I am dancing my ass off. And dancing is not like a big favorite of mine. You see, I wanted to be in gymnastics, but my parents couldn't afford gymnastics. So I ended up being a cheerleader. I think that's in a movie, but it was actually true for me. I remember my parents being like, we can't afford to put you in gymnastics. So dancing wasn't my favorite, but I did the most. I'm firstborn. Uh, type A, kinda. Anyway, I'm rambling today, which I hope you're okay with. If you're not, you'll leave. That's fine too. So I was dancing my ass off, and all of a sudden, I kind of realized that people were laughing at me, right? There were people on the stage in front of me. And then, long story short, I had run, here's the basketball court. I ran over here because I thought we were dancing in front of the people on the stage, but we were actually dancing over here. So I was dancing by my goddamn self and I was humiliated. I was so embarrassed. I probably wanted to change schools. I don't know. It was awful. I remember just being horrified. And anyway, because there's something easier for me about dancing with a group, even though I was right out front, we're all wearing the same uniform and all that. So we're going to see how that fits in. The other thing I saw when I was in meditation, I opened a door and the door was in my mind. And inside the room that I went into, it was a flip mess. Like there were books and papers scattered everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I need to clean that up. So my mind needs a little bit of work. Maybe that is true for you too. But that wasn't exactly what they were showing me. What was highlighted was there was a bulletin board on the wall. And on the bulletin board were a bunch of angry notes of like shit I have to do. But they weren't nice, It was like drink water, write in your journal every day. And in the visual, they were like, take that bulletin board down. Like, it doesn't need to be like that. you know, um, you're just going to do things. And there are things that I want to become a part of my routine, but it's like my ego has gotten a hold of, my affirmations and shit, and is like throwing them at me rudely, which is not helpful. So those are the two things that I'm coming into this with. We'll see what comes out in the cards. How are you today? Feel free to let me know in the comments. If for some reason this wants to come out, and this, have you meditated? Quieted your mind? Are you confused? Are you exploring your subconscious? I don't know what those have to do with anything. I think, well, seems to me like they kind of fit what I was talking about. Four of Swords is, if you're going to get a sword card, I like the Four of Swords because it's like, oh, I don't like this one. Shit. Okay. Ugh. As I was saying, I like the Four of Swords because the Four of Swords, we're building stability. This is stabilizing our mind. How do we stabilize our mind? By going within, by practicing mindfulness, peacefulness, quietness, prayer, meditation. And the moon can be a card of like confusion, deception, uncertainty. It's dark out. We don't know what the hell is going on. There's water. We're trying to take the middle way, not to veer too far off course, but we can't quite see the course except for like a couple of whatever in front of us. So all of that is really interesting with regards to what I came into this with. And it seems more like with the office and the post-it notes, it's like, we've got work to do. We don't need to be barking orders at ourselves, because that's just not productive. Then you're just accomplishing a punch list of things to get through the day. And that's not cool. Our spiritual or self-care habits are meant to facilitate what it is we came to earth or go to work to accomplish, not to add to it. Anywho, internal. So I like to pull a card for our internal energy, and we have the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, a hurting heart, but it's also a card of healing. The swords are air energy, so that's our words, our mind. This could be like communicating our hurts. Threes are collaborative generally, because you're bringing a third into the fold. And who are the two? I mean, the two can be you and a partner. The two can be you and God, or Holy Spirit, Mother, Father, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. But the Three of Swords, we might be in pain. Our hearts could be hurting, and we could be communicating about that. Let's see what's in front of us. So that's the internal card. What is external? Are we showing up for what is in front of us? Yikes. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. We're moving forward. The Eight of Pentacles is about being proud of what it is that you're accomplishing or what you're doing. So maybe we're just working. This feels a lot to me like resiliency, like maybe we've experienced hurt, maybe we're processing pain, whether it's past, whether it's present, or whatever. Maybe we're communicating about our hurt, but we're moving forward. We're working on things that could be working on our healing path, or it can be sucking it up and doing our job, whatever that means for you at this moment. But I said sucking it up. I mean, in a way, yeah, like for sure, do that, but also not. If you're hurt, acknowledge that. But this to me, this is a guy who is proud of what he is accomplishing. Okay. We have a lot of swords here. This is as the universe sees it, the higher perspective. And we had the 7 of Swords. And the King of Cups snuck out behind it. Okay. So as God sees it, there's just shit going on that we don't know about, that we don't understand, that we feel like is going on behind our backs. And the King of Cups coming out is, yeah, this whole reading is kind of like, suck it up, integrate, take care, nurture yourself, take care of your own self emotionally, whatever is going on that you don't know about. The King of Cups is sensitive to it. He is the most feminine of the kings. So there is this feminine energy of being emotional, but the King of Cups brings in the masculine aspect of that. The king brings in the masculine aspect of that emotionality, where it's a self-possessed emotional integrity, emotional intelligence. That's what this feels like to me. And that's what we're going to have to do in light of the 7 of Swords is just shenanigans. It's sneaky stuff. It's stuff we don't know about. It gets kind of a bad rap in the tarot, but I do think of the 7 of Swords as there can be good stuff going on behind our backs too. How do we know that that's not happening? Because we always people tend to assume the worst. And the King of Cups is just watching it, but he did come out behind. So I think he's a little more hidden than this. The King of Cups is where we need to get to with this uncertainty. Yeah, I mean, we've gotten deception. Ready. If I look at these 3 cards, these 3 often have a negative connotation. I pulled these 2 because whenever cards stick to my hand in the beginning of a reading, to me, or pop out as I'm shuffling to prepare for the reading, I just think they're going to be involved somehow. And this feels like an undertone or an overtone or whatever. But this card has a little bit of a negativity with deception and all that. However, it came out with the 4 of Swords. That's meditate and pray. This card came out on the internal. Definitely a negative connotation with that one. It's heartbreak, but it is healing. And that came out with the 8 of Pentacles in contrast to it. So on the inside, we might be hurting, but on the outside, the external, it's important to continue to work and to be proud of our work. And then the 7 of Swords, negative connotation, came out from the higher perspective or God's view on the situation, came out with the King of Cups. And that's a more positive card of, the emotional intelligence that I was speaking about. So, and the cups are water. So that's emotions, spirituality as well. So it's important right now that we take good care of ourselves spiritually and emotionally. And that does seem like maybe you had a situation where you were out just dancing in left field, thinking that everybody else was dancing with you, like Will Ferrell. Is that old school? We're going streaking on the quad. Everybody's coming. Maybe you made an ass of yourself. You just got caught dancing somewhere and you thought everybody else was dancing with you and they weren't. And I don't know. you're smart, figure it out. And maybe that part doesn't apply to you, but the office does feel like that applies. We can take down the angry post-it notes giving us orders to take care of ourselves and just create our day so that taking care of ourselves is a natural part of it and not a punch list that feels like a punch in the face from ourselves. And clean our office, which to me felt like, yes, I need to declutter my mind a little bit. So I journaled a lot this morning. And even I journal every day. Sometimes my journaling is like, blah, blah, I'm awesome. This sucks, but I'll be okay. Like it becomes repetitive. And when that happens, I give myself a writing assignment because when I am just performing my affirmations or anything, it's not the performance of it that is useful. It's the intention and the energy and the heart that is behind the practice. So there's something in there about that. Let's pull out some divine directions. Friends and ground. Spend more time with your friends, share your thoughts with someone who understands you. And that I was talking about that with the Three of Swords. Maybe we're, communicating about our hurts. Ground. It's time to ground and center your energy. Be truly present in your life. Yesterday's reading was talking about being fully present in the now. All right. What's up with our office? What's up with our mind? What say you, angels? Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Love, open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Release and surrender. And how do you do that? Over and over again through prayer. The ocean, the deep blue sea, speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Maybe something with water, maybe doing something you don't usually do. Like if your self-care practice, if you have one, if you don't have one, it might be a good time to start. But if your self-care practice has become repetitive, it might have lost its luster or its power, and it's just become something that you do. On a funny side note, I got a bowl for my cats, a water bowl that it's like kind of a fountain where it cycles the water through. And it's in my living room. And they do that because my cats would like bang the bowl around and knock the water all over the floor. And I read somewhere they do that because they don't like their water stagnant. So for a while, I just left the toilet lid open because that water is amazing, apparently. But anyway, the added bonus is that I get to hear water in the living room, but it's really, really faint, like not annoying. So bringing water somehow, putting water in a bowl and just looking at it, or paying, like when you wash your hands, really, like not just washing your hands to get it done, but like really washing your hands and feeling the water. Let's do What are we getting right? What are we getting right? Let's give ourselves a little pep talk. Okay. Whoa, hi. Money. That just popped out. Maybe work is going well, or finances are going well, or our earthly life, we're seeing like a turn for the better, whether it's with our home or our stuff or in our materiality. Maybe that's going better. That's functioning well. It says ground. Maybe it's time to count our blessings, our physical blessings. Another one. Vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Do you need to change it up a little bit? Do you need an actual break, a day off, a mental health day, something like that, to do something different? Take yourself on a date or whatever. Take your significant other on a date. Take your dog on a date. I don't know. But vacation, ride the magic carpet. You can do this in your mind too. Time for relaxation and adventure. It's almost like God is saying, dude, you're doing a pretty good job there on earth, you know? Um, Take a chill, whatever. The money card also says find a way to abundance. And I'm asking, what are we doing well? We got protection, warrior, safety, acts of kindness, and beauty, radiance, selfish esteem, and strength. So we are protected. Maybe you're a spiritual warrior. Maybe you've been thinking like, I am strong as shit. Like, look at all this I'm doing. And God is saying that too. Um, we got numbers 22, 8. So we got, what are we doing well? Money, vacation, relax. I think we're doing better than we think we are. And not to be so hard on ourselves. How is spirit helping us? No. All right. How is spirit helping us? This is really funny. Getting like hair, my hair is like on my nose. The hanged man. This is a card of enlightenment. Maybe we are in a position we don't want to be in. The hanged man is being stuck somewhere or in a position that you somehow got yourself into, wittingly or unwittingly. And he's got a halo because he has finally surrendered into it. So this is also a card of surrender. How is spirit helping us? And the hanged man, he's surrendered to the fact that the only way out of where he is right now is going to be with the help of others. Doesn't mean when your nose itches, you're going to get in a fight. I hope not. I hope not. But yeah, how is spirit helping us? They're helping us. They're going to get us out of whatever situation it is we're in that we don't like, and that. But we have to think in a brand new way. This is also a card of truth. It's breakthrough. I'm asking, how are our angels helping us? Maybe the truth of a situation will come to light. This is a new mindset, a clear mind, a new idea, a new beginning. Maybe there's a whole new different way to go than what we thought there was. And there's all that. Anyway, I hope you are well. Thank you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe if you do like what you see here. I say that at the end because if you made it all the way to the end, you're either, I don't know, masochistic or you really liked it. Yeah, have a great day on Earth. Peace. Namaste.